My sister brought me a case of these yesterday, so I think she's hinting at something. So maybe it was perfect that we start with physical well-being and physical for our soap framework, running through this soap framework. Got all my little bars of soap sitting here. Got to make some more. Got to get some more. Got an idea with soap, which should be fun. So Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, day 12 of our free 30-day Get Up and Go challenge. Challenge to get up, get moving, deal with changes and challenges whenever they come, and they're gonna come. I guarantee one of the things we can guarantee in life is change and death, right? We're born, things are gonna happen to us, we're gonna have experiences, changes are gonna happen, challenges are gonna happen, and then at some point we're gonna die. Hopefully not for a long, long time. So yesterday we looked at our physical situation, our physical story, and I actually did mine, not gonna show it big, but did my physical story, and I decided I was gonna focus on movement. Why I like to start with physical things is because they're easy and concrete. It's kind of like physics, you know. I, for one, I don't know why, but in school, I struggled with the idea of physics. Why? I don't know. It's you drop a pen, how fast did it fall? How long will it take it to fall? It's very visible. It's very real. You can see this, usually, unless we're talking about quantum physics, you can see what's going on and understand it. And for me, I struggled with that. No idea why, but you might be like me. Physics was hard. But our physical body, it's easy to see. One of the things I learned, I don't remember who said it now, but they said our body is the perfect consciousness facilitator and representation of what's going on inside of us, what's going on with us, outside of us, in our life, but how we're dealing with it on the inside out. And it's hard to admit that, but it's absolutely true. So I went through the possible areas that I could work on for my physical well-being, you know, my environment, my home, my health, my wellness. Pretty healthy right now, so I don't feel a need to really worry about my actual health or wellness. My energy, nutrition, movement, hydration, sleep, supplements. What area did I want to look at for this particular 4-day run through the SOAP framework? And I decided I was going to do movement. And then today we're going to talk about, well, the O in SOAP. And the O in SOAP stands for options. What are my options? What are the possibilities? So yesterday I said, okay, what's my current situation? What's my current story that I'm telling myself about exercise and movement and activity and what I'm doing to physically move my body and stay in shape, and then, or get in shape is more the truth. And then what is my desired outcome? What is the story I want to be living? What is the story I want to be telling myself? And guess what? There's a big gap between those two things for me personally, and there has been for a while now, especially the last, I don't want to say the last 2 years because that's not true, but I ebb and flow in terms of my commitment to my physical activity, which is really strange for me because for about 8 years following my sudden cardiac arrest, I had to do something every single day. Every single day. If it was 11 p.m. and I hadn't done any exercise yet, I got on my exercise bike or the treadmill and I would, walk or bike for an hour before I went to bed. Every day for like 8 years. And then I sprained my ankle and some stuff happened, and it was easy to not do. It was easy to make excuses. Since I've moved and don't live out in the country, it's easy to make excuses. I don't go to the state park all the time anymore since I'm not driving due to my vision challenges. So it's easy to make excuses. That's the thing about good habits and good rituals. It's hard to start them. It's easy to quit them. And that's one thing we want to get over, and that's one thing we'll learn and we'll do through the challenges. So, physical options. What are my options for movement? Well, the tool we're going to use today is one that you may or may not have used, but I'd be surprised in this day and age because I think they're even teaching kids in school these days how to brainstorm, how to come up with ideas and possibilities and solutions. Because the truth is, a lot of times we think we either have to do this or that, or we're just out of luck, and that's not true. We can do all kinds of things, and brainstorming opens up our mind and lets us see some of the possibilities. Of course, there's still infinite possibilities that we don't even let ourselves see, but at least gets us thinking and open to the possibility that there's possibilities out there. So our challenge today with respect to physical or whatever area that you've decided you're working on is to come up with options, brainstorm options. How do you brainstorm? You grab a piece of paper and you just start writing. I like to actually brainstorm with Post-it notes. trademark Post-it notes from 3M, because I can write each idea on a Post-it note. I can hang them up on the wall, and then I can later do something with them. But I also like to just take a piece of paper. So today, your action item and your challenge is to take the area that you want to work on and come up with at least 10. The more, the better. I used to ask people to do 100, but most people won't even try to do 10, much as 100. I hope you're not most people. So at least 10 things that you could possibly do to impact this area and aspect of your life. You know, our physical well-being and our health and our wellness and our nutrition and weight loss and things, it's one of those areas that we actually know all the answers. We know what we need to do. We know if we want to lose weight, we need to eat less, eat better, get moving, get some exercise, drink more water. Maybe we need to take supplements. We already know these things. And if we don't, you can just Google it and find out probably 10 million results in a millisecond, ideas and things to work on. So it's not a lack of information. It's not a lack of knowledge. It's not a lack of know-how. It's a lack of application. So we have to give ourselves brainstorm list of things we could possibly do. Now, it doesn't have to be things that we're going to do necessarily, but we want to get the juices flowing. We want to get our mind going and just coming up with lots of ideas. And then our action item is just to share 3 things in the comments below. I'm asking you to share any 3 from your list, but 3 things for a very specific reason, which you will find out tomorrow. So brainstorm. So what are some of the things I could do with respect to movement that are possible options? I could do yoga. My daughter's always trying to get me to do yoga. I could walk. I could join a health club. I could ride a bike, which is a little dangerous given my visual acuity or lack thereof. I could, again, there's an excuse. It's an excuse. I'm sure I could figure out a way to ride a bike in a place that would be safe for me. I could swim. I don't have a pool these days, but I could swim somewhere. I could do floor exercises. I could join an exercise class. I could get a new exercise bike. I killed my exercise bike and my treadmill, so maybe I need to replace that equipment, and then I would have them on hand, and I'd have 0 excuses for not doing something every day. So that's just some ideas. I could go to a spa, right? Don't necessarily know if I think spas are probably opening in now because of COVID, but I could go to a spa. So open your imagination. I could get a personal trainer. Just at least 10 things, and then share in the comments below 3 what you could do, what you could possibly do. If anything were possible, because anything is, and there's infinite possibilities, what are all the things you could possibly do? Have fun with this. Brainstorming is really fun. It's why I like to use the colored Post-its. I'll use different colored Post-its and I'll hang them all over. And then I can mull over and think about, and we'll use tomorrow this list today, which is why it's important that you do the list today. That's it. Have an awesome day. If you have questions about brainstorming, ask. If you have questions about the area of your life that you're working on, if it isn't physical and you need some ideas to get you started, ask. That's what the challenge is for. Making sure that we all can take this framework, install it in our subconscious, and make it automatic so change is as easy as breathing for us. All right, have an amazing day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with the A in our SOAP framework. Have a great day.